Coach, you walk in here a lot of times over the course of the last 2.5 years. How did it feel to walk in here today?
Feels good. I can tell you that. I mean, the guys played great. Just a tremendous effort in all 3 games. The competitive spirit was really high. I challenged them on Thursday. You're going to be exhausted on Sunday afternoon, just because every pitch matters so much. And I think I'm exhausted right now. It's just what a fun weekend.
Robbie?
One of the things that really stood out this weekend, when a lot of things, was the situational hitting and the offense just being relentless in 3 games. I mean, what have you seen to kind of flip that switch this weekend and have the type of success you'll have?
You know, we're starting to have we're getting some guys, and I say getting them back. They just, Hunter struggled a little bit early. He had some huge hits. Logan Kohler, who struggled a little bit early, he's starting to play to his level. And then the Aaron's Downs and Bryce Chances and just, everybody. I feel like the whole weekend, you go through that 1 through 9, everybody chipped in, and there's a lot of 2-out hitting. When you get 2-out hits, man, it's just hard to beat some. It's hard to get beat.
Coach, we talked yesterday about the history of Mississippi State and LSU. I'll give you a few numbers. May 2nd and 3rd, 2003, 4-2 and 5-0. Ron Pope was a coach. The last time that we won a series here, of course, you beat them twice in a row now. So how does history feel to you?
Well, it feels good. I mean, anytime you beat a program, we know LSU, that's one of the standards in college baseball. We feel like we're one of the standards in college baseball. When you get a chance to win a series over these guys, it means a lot. And, it means a lot to our kids in our clubhouse. I mean, it's some validation. Like I told them after the game, we're good. You got to believe it.
Steph?
You talked in the past about some of the hitters pressing, and today LSU ties it and then they make it 7-5, and it seems like the guys never started to press and were able to pull away every time LSU kind of landed the punch. What do you think of the way they handled that?
Yeah, I thought we had some big at bats in those innings. The one inning where they tie it and Johnny Long's 0-2 and works a walk, and then obviously Dakota hits the eye drop, which is nice. And I thought Dakota's at bat with the 2-out hit to right, that really opened that ball game up. And he had really fallen behind in that at bat too, but there's just a lot of confidence right now, and they're just passing it along to the next guy.
Aaron?
Coach, go back to the start of the first 4 innings, Cinchu was
As
very
good as you can
strong,
be,
right?
Yeah.
What have you seen as far as his growth with the command? Because that's not the 4 innings. The command was really sharp.
Yeah, he and even in the inning when he walked a couple guys, it's like, I mean, it's minute what he's missing, and you're just in a big moment, and those big moments start to grow a little bit. But I thought that's about as good as he could be. I know he gave up a couple in the 3rd. He got a blister on his foot during that inning, and so I think that may have affected him a little bit. But his stuff was high level stuff today.
Robbie?
It just seems like the team plays a little more of an edge when Johnny's out there. What does he bring to the table in that regard? We've seen him in how he receives, but just the kind of the demeanor that he carries himself with.
He's a little shit. I hate to say that to the media, but he's a competitor. Like he competes, and I think a couple weeks ago he came in here and spoke, but he's on borrowed time. He says so I'm going to enjoy every minute of it, and he competes, and you can yell at him and you can hug him, and it doesn't matter, but he's there for every guy on this team, and he's a wonderful kid to coach.
Steve? Because we talked a couple weeks ago about the difference between hoping to win and expecting to win, but it felt like all weekend, just being around the guys, there was an expectation that you guys were going to win this series. Did you feel that, and where do you feel like that comes from?
I felt it all weekend. I mean, I know they, like I said, we've even had some ups and downs this season already, but I think they know they're pretty good, and they wanted to prove it to everybody else. I mean, we haven't had a lot of love. We didn't deserve any love. We need to start, and growing and getting better. But there's some really good players in this program, and they're starting to play like it.
You were able to save a good bit of arms this weekend. There's some guys that didn't
save. I felt like we used them all. It didn't feel like that when you're sitting there. So.
But Tyler Davis obviously comes in today. Talk about his efforts, just locking it down.
Really good. I thought he was really good, and it was nice to have him there because their lefties had some success on us. And I thought even Cam was good. We got on Cam for throwing the fastball to Tommy. I think we threw in 3 fastballs in the zone this weekend, and they all ended up in the left field lounge. So besides that one pitch, I thought he pitched great too. So, but I thought TD was great.
Steve? You didn't have to use Brooks this weekend too. How big is that? Maybe saving some innings from him, knowing what a big piece is going to have to be for him.
Well, he was coming in there in the 9th. The Louisiana kid wants to pitch against the Tigers, so he's probably pissed at me right now. But having him ready for Tuesday will be good. And it's we got this short week, so every inning we get back is huge. Stuff.
Obviously a long way to go, but just how big is it, first weekend of SEC play to, start off on the right foot and kind of have some momentum instead of, feeling like you're pressing?
Well, it's huge because, arguably, probably as tough a first 3 weekends in any league than anybody has. We go to A&M, who's really good, and then we go to Florida. So every win is huge. I mean, you're trying to scrap and fight for every one as we build our resume. Robbie?
We saw Nate out there today. I think he's thrown around a little bit, and just wondering too his status, and also Stone and Pico.
So Nate is throwing. So he got out there and threw a little bit today. When you have an MRI, you can't throw after a couple of days. So he got back out there and throwing and progressing, and we're just watching him. Pico's available this week, so that'll be fun. Pico's back and gone through everything else, and then Stone, we're not going to have Stone for the season, so he's having some arm issues, and he won't be available. So Ross Highfield also. So we have the two of them that'll be out for the season.
Coach, looking ahead to Tuesday, any idea on scheduling or pitching?
Not yet. We'll reassess and try to figure out. I haven't even looked at Memphis, but we'll put that out here pretty soon. All right, thank you guys.
Is